Good evening. This is Lyle. It is January the 22nd, 2024. It's a Monday evening, and it was a very busy day. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning to get ready and to make sure that I would feel good enough to go by the time it was time to go. We had to be at the infusion center at 8:45 to do lab work. I did not get in until like 9:15, 9:20. So by the time they got the lab work in process, it was too late to get it to the oncologist. I had an appointment with the hematology oncologist at 9:50. I think the first results came in at 10:28 and then 10:48 and 10:51 was the three different tests. I think if I saw it all comes into my email, into my portal, so I can read the results as well as they can. I just have no clue what they mean, most of them anyway. But anyway, so we got through the appointment with the oncologist, the hematology oncologist at 9:50, set up another appointment for labs on Friday the 2nd of February, and an 8:50 appointment on Monday the 5th of February, and that'll be my second infusion that day. I'll go directly from that appointment to the infusion center and get hooked up and spend give or take 3.5, 4 hours there probably. Anyway, so after going to the hematology oncologist, I got to meet with the radiation oncologist. We were just going over what was lingering and what happened after not having the radiation for 2 weeks. This severe pain from the porcupine carrying a switchblade that would try to sneak out of my rectum. Couldn't sneak very well. It caught me every time, almost passed out once. But that has gone away. It was a fissure and it's healed up to where there's hardly anything at all now. I still feel some, but not pain, just sort of a dull feeling. I still have urgency sometimes. Like 3 days ago, I had to go like 11 times, but it was no loose stools. It was all good stools. Today was only 3 times, if I remember, 3 or 4. I think it might have been 4. Yesterday was like 7. So, hopefully that kind of goes away, the urgency. I still have a burning feeling during urination. That's, again, is part of the radiation issues. And that should go away as time goes on, because at this point there's no intent of doing more radiation. So we're just into the full-blown chemo now. The little bit of chemo that was with the radiation was just there to help the radiation do its job. Now I'm into the full-blown. So we did the infusion. I went to the infusion center. Appointment was at 10:45 for the infusion, and they actually had me in there before 10:45. And so they have to go over everything. It was the first time, so it took a little longer. Went over how it's going to work, what they were doing first. First, they give you some heavy-duty nausea medicine that'll last for 3 to 5 days. Then they give you another medicine, and that'll help everything work right. Then they give you the combo, the F2 combo. I forget what the other side is. I'll learn it, I figure, eventually. And then they shoot through another booster shot fairly fast of the F2 combo, and then hook up the pump. This is the little bag that carries the pump. You can see it's pretty small. It's pretty lightweight. It's battery powered, obviously, and it's got a cartridge, they call it, or a cassette that they put in the bottom, and that is my particular prescription. This goes a slow drip, because the slow drip is the most effective for this medicine after they give you that hard shot. You want a slow drip over a period of time. This takes 46 hours to complete. I'm supposed to go back Wednesday, the 24th at 12:30 p.m. and they'll remove the pump and things. I'll show you where it's hooked up right here to my port, and then the tube comes off of the bottom of the port. You can see that. And so this is what keeps it all together and keeps it from getting anything into it. And then the tube comes out the bottom here, is connected right there, and hooks into the pump. There's a lot of extra tube in the pump, but I don't want to keep it out. You just keep it coiled up in there loosely so it doesn't kink, so that way the cats don't get to it. Anyway, so by the time we got out of there, it was between 2:45 and 3 o'clock, and we had all the pump hooked up. So we were there from, I think we got there at 8:40, so there until, almost 3 o'clock. So it was almost 7 hours or so, close to 7 hours that we were there today. Everything was good. We met, the staff is just phenomenal. They're just so great to work with. They're so informative and courteous and like to joke, so that's good. We also met about 4 or 5 other, well, I think at least, we talked to at least 2 or 3 other people at length that were doing the same basic thing and getting infusion. One guy was 85 years old, one was I think around 60s. Another one was 67 that I saw. But it's kind of like a little fraternity. Everybody was just talking and having a good time and telling jokes. And the guy that was 85 had 3 cancers, and they're all separate cancers, nothing metastasized. It was all just 3 separate instances of cancer. So he's going through another one now. And so it's just, wishing everybody good luck and hope everything works. But so it's kind of like it makes time go by faster too. They have TVs if you want to watch TV. They have everything set up really nice. A nice comfortable recliner that you sit in, and you can lay back, you can go to sleep, you can do anything you want. You can read books, play on your phone, anything you want to do during that time. The first bag was like 30 minutes, the second bag was 20 minutes, and then there's the change out time and the time it takes before they can get to change the bags and start the next one, because they've got a lot of people going at once. And then the last bag was a little over 2 hours. The last 2 bags are a combo, a little over 2 hours, and then they flush everything out again and put that high dose of the F2 in there, and then hooked up the pump. So all in all, not a terribly bad day. I did get the cold sensation, feeling right away. That's something that they said happens, and it's a given, and it happens quickly. The first time I experienced it was I couldn't get the button to push on my key fob for the car, and I took my glove off to push the button, and I reached and grabbed the door handle, and as soon as I grabbed the door handle, my hand went into like a neuropathy. It was tingling and prickly, and we were just sort of like when I had the carpal tunnel before I had my surgery. It didn't last very long. It was only a few minutes, that it was tingly, and then it was done. And then at home I found out that my heat is set a little too low. Could be a little bit higher, because we set it at, originally it used to be set at 62, but as we're getting older it's gone up a little bit. It was at 63, and then recently we kicked it up about a month ago to 64 when we got all that really below zero, 10 below zero nice and stuff, and wind chill staying below zero, and actual temperature staying below zero during the day. But a soda in that cool temperature at 64 degrees, I didn't think, because they said your refrigerators and stuff like that, you might want to wear gloves when you pull something out of the refrigerator, because anything you touch that's cold is going to set this off. Well, the soda itself, as I was drinking it, I could just feel my throat clog up. It was just like somebody put a bunch of bread inside the soda bottle, and I was sucking it down, and it was getting stuck. So as soon as you quit drinking it, that just goes away. But it's just a really weird feeling to feel your throat clog up like that. I did also eat a couple of cashews that were sitting out in a thing, and of course they're at room temperature too. When I first got those, the roof of my mouth and everything just freaked out, so that was weird. I had my mask on, so I didn't really breathe in a lot of cold air, so I didn't have that happen. But I've heard that that'll also shut your breathing down, like make it like you can't breathe. So anyway, we'll just see what goes on from here. Unfortunately, the effects of the chemo are cumulative, so as we go, they can increase. But so far tonight, no nausea, but then I took heavy-duty nausea medication today. So anyway, that's it for now, and I'll keep you updated as things go. Thanks. Have a good evening or day or whatever you see this. Bye.